Dice in Danger is not a podcast for children. It contains crude language and jokes as well as depictions of violence. And remember, consent is key. Welcome back to Dice in Danger, a D&D podcast where 5 adventurers will face the dice and maybe save the world. As usual, shenanigans will ensue. My name is James Sheese, and I'm playing a Yeeball... Oh, crap. I'm playing Yeeball, the Halfling Spore Druid. Next, please.
What did you pick there? It was fine.
My name is Zach Laurel. I am playing John, and I am a halfling. I'm a stout halfling, level 10 druid.
Oh, my name is Carol. I'm playing a level 10 barbarian turtle named Grumble.
Hello, my name is Sean Dennis, and I'm playing the Bussy, who is a ranger, variant human, and now reporting from the deep dark web, Sam for sure.
I'm Sam for sure. I am a homebrew shaman kobold.
And I'm Alejandro Solis. I am the Dungeon Master / Game Master / Daddy Master.
Hi, Dad.
/ Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, father.
I narrate the game and run the. I say run like these guys don't derail me at every moment.
Can we please have some more?
Mother said we couldn't, but we thought we'd come to you to ask for some more fun, father. Please.
So today's question, if you want some more...
Does your character have mommy issues?
Mother said we don't. I'm not so sure. So we're fucking. We're not so sure.
Luckily, James has provided me a 60-sided die, so I don't have to roll it multiple times. Let me get like a 60. Anyway.
Look at me, I'm a fucking nerd. I have a 60-sided die. Ooh, look at me, I have all these different sided die. I'm so cool.
I didn't say anything about it.
There's
We
7%
rolled
in the ranks.
I want to say a 12.
Yeah,
12. 12 works. All right, so question 12. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Okay.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this question.
All right. Yeeball's biggest pet peeve. I think his biggest pet peeve boils down to the same reason why he left the Druid Conclave, which is just ignorant tradition. People just sticking with the same thing for the sake of sticking with the same thing.
John's pet peeve, and I refuse to go into more detail about this, is snails.
Is
Noted.
John secretly immortal? And
It's the immortal snail.
I believe I said
So
I'm not
this
going
is
into more
Christmas.
detail.
I'll do it for you. No. Grumble has my pet peeve, I've decided, because I want to talk about this. Grumble's pet peeve is when you're in a crowd, period. But also when you're in a crowd or the sidewalk or the path is crowded in front of you and there's one little Muppet that will not walk at a logical pace. And they and their friends, they span the entire pathway going at Zach's pet peeve of a snail. And you can't get around them, or you can't, and you go, excuse me, pardon me. It drives me absolutely nuts when you're walking and someone is just sauntering.
I think you misunderstand.
ahead
You
of
can
you.
get around them. It's called physically being like,
Then
get
you're
the
seen
fuck
as
out of my
rude.
way.
You're
No,
being a busybody.
who cares?
It drives
Fuck
me
them. They're in
nuts.
your way.
That's right.
So
the
hard to
8-foot
be
tall
socially
turtle person.
upright. It's so hard to be
8 foot tall.
socially
Fucking assholes,
upright
don't get out of
and
my
be correct
way.
in society when you're like, oh, excuse me, out of my way, punting children out from in front of you.
That's half the fun.
I'm so tired of it.
Future
So is
educators of
Grumble.
America.
Grumble's just tired.
He's tired of punting children.
Oh my
That
god.
he's in trouble for it. It's a hold
I
debacle.
mean, by your fifth children.
They're crying.
500, 500. I fucked it up.
Then his toes hurt. Next.
The Bussy's pet peeve is these little creatures that are goblins.
I think Debussy's just racist. I don't think that's a pet peeve. I think he's just stigmatized.
Samantha?
I'd say Flair's pet peeve would just be grass, the feeling of grass. Basically to try and sidestep in dirt paths just to be able to not touch grass.
All right, so I guess that comes back to me. Also, fun fact, I never answered the first question from episode 1, so I'll take a moment to answer that too.
Flashbacks.
I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me.
I think you can tell when
I
Sean's
can
flirting
promise
with
you,
them.
you in fact cannot tell.
I'm aware of when I am flirting to someone else. Take no, I just threw that him.
We caught one of the 6 kisses.
Something like your lips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got something stuck on
Was
my
it
lips.
Vaseline?
Why do you have a jar of Vaseline?
I can't lose it.
That's not even the biggest one that she has.
It is.
Whoa.
Bigger ones?
No.
Oh.
Wouldn't you?
This is just layers of questions.
No, okay, because I always lose my chapstick, and I got tired of like 7 years of this ridiculousness. So we bought the big one, and it just kind of.
I am now going to have the rest of this session with too much Vaseline on my lips.
Beard hair.
You know a kid like with like her
Mom,
mother's
I threw up.
lipstick.
Mom, I threw up.
You know a kid with
I
her
don't
mother's
want to take a
lipstick.
drink.
It's that hot, but it's just-
you dumbass.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
He's now waterfalling his drink
Bill.
at this. Well, anyway.
You waterfall your own drink, folks?
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve, I'm genuinely trying to think of this, even though I had.
I'm sitting right here, buddy. Don't worry.
As a DM or as another person?
Same thing.
So it's my new one.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think. I think my biggest pet peeve is when I feel like I'm not being listened to.
Oh. Don't look at me. I was doing a bit. I was saying this podcast, and then you were like, "Well, they don't listen to me."
So this podcast.
I'm sorry. Actually, if you listen, I'm usually the one saying "shut up."
You are.
So
That's why you don't listen to
I
you.
noticed that.
I'm teacher's
In fact,
pet.
in the stinger of episode 2, the very last line is her saying, "Shut up" to James.
You heard it here, folks. I'm Dad's favorite.
You would be.
God.
Dad, I brought you alcohol.
Fucking kiss ass.
I'm not allowed to do that. I have marshmallows.
Don't worry about me.
Dad, I write you songs.
It's true.
Dad, I bought you food.
Your best argument would have been, I help pay rent.
Yeah, but see, it's food though.
I'm completely fine with you not buying food. I would be very not okay if you didn't pay rent.
Imagine being Dad's roommate.
Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Suddenly,
Zach gave Dad $1.
suddenly,
Man, I really should have brought my wallet.
You don't have any money.
I have
Zach has
$2.
earned now
Lightsaber.
another inspiration. He gave me $5 at the end of the last show, and now he gave me $1. Now he has 2 inspirations.
Stop bribing our DM.
What do you mean? It's not for you.
unethical.
I have realized that I'm never going to get inspiration. 'Cause I don't
I'm not
buy my own
poor, I'm in college.
food. I don't bring money. I don't help out that much.
Today's episode
Suck his
of
dick.
That's
Oh.
Major. We're not doing
No.
the game. We're just going to talk about
I'm rolling
discussions.
So before we start the game, let's determine who has the A plot and who has the B plot by rolling initiative. We open on the second day of spring. As of the last night, you have all taken a short rest and thus have recovered whatever short rest cooldowns you have. You also have the option to burn hit dice as to recover health.
And we also, do we get our free sending spells back as well? Because it's a new day.
It is a new day, so you get your free walkie-talkie.
We don't get any spells, we just get wild shape.
We now cut to John. John, you have made your way back to leading the group, as this is officially established to be John and the boys.
Get fucked.
Balance restored.
Balance restored.
You go ahead and roll perception for me.
Have a guidance.
Blue or white?
Interest, baby.
This divorcee wine and the corn. Like, have an advantage if you want, darling.
Have $1.
This had a
Zach's
guidance.
thing.
27.
With a 27,
Lord.
you see a very clear, defined, like, border wall gate that was not there earlier. And there's a few signs posted up that you can clearly identify as the handwriting of your father, Miles. And what you read on one of the signs as you like approach the gate is like, no outsiders permitted unless you are an approved authority of these lists. And there's a few lists right there, right? And there's like a single guard who's like standing under the
Are
list.
we on the list?
The list, the only applicable thing that your part of the party has in the list is him belonging to the guild. He has the authority to get through the gate, but you guys don't.
Okay.
The pussy. I should know. I pointed at him, but without actually saying his name on the audio podcast.
It's hard to remember that we're, recording this and not just playing the game.
Anyway, John, what would you like to do or say in this instance?
Can I just walk right by?
As you try to go ahead and give me a stealth check to get past the guard.
One of these days, I was just gonna be like, no.
That would stop Zach, yes.
Yes, that will.
No, you can't.
If you give him a dice roll, he'll
die.
succeed. If you just say no, he will stop.
10. To 10? With a flat 10, because they wouldn't just put a regular dude at the gate. They would obviously have a guy who was a little bit more. Here's your dice back.
Oh, like it.
Yeah. Anyway, so as per James' contract agreement, I now have a loosely one set of die,
He's going to roll 12.
giving this guy a modifier of, we'll say, just +2. He has to be a 10. He rolled a 13.
+2.
That's cool, because I wasn't really trying to be stealthy to begin with.
Yeah, right. So you try to just casually walk past, and he's like, "Hey, oh, sorry, man, we can't really let you go through."
How tall is this guy?
This guy is 5 feet. He's pretty tall.
He's so tall. Oh my goodness.
He just kind of like puts his hands up, like, "Hey, man, sorry, I can't let you through. The boss doesn't like it."
Is that all he does? Is just put his hands up? I'm gonna crouch and go in between his legs.
We can move through people's spaces.
Absolutely.
I follow right behind him, too.
You go through that, and then you're encountered at the wall. You eventually, you get up to the wall, which is blocked, and then a locked wall. And he's just like, hey.
How tall is the wall?
The wall's about 10 feet. It's really tall.
I turn into a bird.
Lunatic.
He turned into a bird.
I also turned into a bird.
It's like, oh, come on, guys, I'm gonna lose my job. As you fly away in the distance. And
Wait, hang on. What birds are you?
I am a...
Wrong. You're a condor.
Damn.
That's a condor sound. Y'all.
Sure, the stat block could
That's
be an
good.
eagle, I guess. But
That's
I
a
was,
condor
we can flavor it
sound.
as a condor. Yes.
I'm a severely damaged looking condor, as I look like I have an
I am
infection.
a Roseate Spoonbill.
Dig it.
I like it. What's a spoonbill sound?
Oh,
Moo. I like it.
Moo.
Yeah.
We have yeah and moo.
He's saying doing it through the vocal cords of the animal itself. He's just using his ability to speak common through it just to say boo flatly. We now, Debussy, you have been left behind. You have been left behind by the other two, and the guard's like, did you know those guys?
No, there's some weirdos.
You're a. And he looks at you and he observes the badge and he says, "It's like, hey,
So tall.
you're a guild member.
Sean,
Are you here to help us out?
Sean.
We could definitely use it."
Sean. Or you could convince him that there were no people there and they were birds the whole time.
We saw you though.
Gaslight.
you were a sorcerer. This is not that far off base.
Gaslight,
It doesn't
don't
matter.
lost your way through this.
Doesn't
You
matter.
do it. I believe in you.
They saw the fact that they saw him.
Yeah, they could be tripping.
I forget, Sean has got a relatively healthy home life. I forget that he doesn't get gaslit all the time.
Oh, okay. Any whistle. Back to sleep time.
Gaslighting isn't real.
What?
This man gets it. Gaslight, your life depends on it.
But it's
I'm on
not
that
real.
gas right now.
It does.
Take it till you make it.
Me and my first gen Apple Pencil.
Yeah, let me get the second gen then.
So,
Damn it.
Debussy, what would you like to do in this moment?
I'm gonna tell the guard to if he do see those two birds, shoot him down on sight.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. And then he takes out a speaking stone and he starts calling out. It's like, hey, we just got 2 intruders just coming in right now. They
I
are.
have to specify.
He begins delivering messages like 2 intruders just came in. They wild shaped into birds. I have no idea who they were. They ignored all the signs. They ignored the warning, and then suddenly both of you are attacked by miscellaneous fireballs.
1 second.
You cannot 1 second.
We're trying to find the stat blocks of birds. It might surprise you, Roseate Spoonbill is very not specific to D&D.
All right.
Let me just find regular fucking eagle, okay?
And I'm gonna walk through the gate.
I was just gonna be a crow because that's
You
a
are allowed.
condor.
You said a condor sound. That's the
Just
whole
the only
bit. I
sound
got a
I know is
condor. Yeah, that's the whole bit.
Flair, you are now currently venturing through the rest of the forest and woods. As you proceed forward, you find yourself at a weird location where like the snow, there's just like a weird like perfect line in the snow where it just disappears, and it seems like it's perfectly untouched by the storm that occurred yesterday. What would you like to do?
That is hard to think of what I want to do. I want to throw something at it.
Just like at the little border.
Yes.
What do you want to throw over?
Myself.
All right, as you lunge forward, you just notice that there's a nice big comfy increase in temperature. It feels really nice, and you're just like very warm and comfortable now. And as opposed to being in the cold, there's just like a perfectly divided line where like for some reason it's just like sudden shift in temperature. And as you advance forward, lunging through, you see a line of what appears to be miscellaneous refugees and other wildlife that have gathered to be all included in this like warm spot after the snap freeze. Anything you'd like to say or do?
It's too hot. Well, is there magic around?
Yes. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
I'm not really. I'm smart enough. I got a 15.
15? With a 15, you feel a very distinct magic coming from the area around this, and you notice that like there's one tree that's like perfectly like where the line would be, and on one side of the tree past the barrier is just kind of like a normal like cindered tree that is now like just has leaves on it, and then the other side of that tree, which is on the border, is like on the other side of the border, the other half of it is on fire, but it's on the cold side of the border.
Is that the magical part of it?
The magical part of it seems to be just like radiating from the land itself. It's almost as if the land was cursed or blessed, depending on how you look at it, to be a forest that's constantly on fire. But since of the snap freeze and cold, it's kind of just balanced out to be a normal forest in the middle of nowhere.
My time to shine is now. I cast Dispel Magic.
You dispel the energy that is making it warm. But I will tell you this before you fully commit to spending the spell slot. It will only do it within the radius that you are in. About a good, like, I want to say 150-foot radius of you will always have the magic dispelled, but you can't perma-dispel the area as a whole. But there's a nice big cold AoE where you stand now, and other people within the like 150-foot range can now feel the cold as well, and they start like dispersing and moving away from you as they want to stay warm.
It's not cold enough, but I don't have any cold items.
Grumble, you and Tortle are following along on the similar path. You actually arrived here about an hour before Flair did, because you actually ran ahead past him in the last episode. So you actually reached this destination first, and you find yourself in this kind of enclosed gathering of like miscellaneous different animals sheltering together for warmth and comfort within this strange area that is warmer than the rest of the woods and forest around you. There's also a strange kiosk kind of set up haphazardly in the middle.
Kiosk?
Yeah, there's a kiosk.
We're going to that. I guess what's going on.
Yeah. As you go to the kiosk, there's one man standing there with like kind of a stone tablet with like magic radiating from it. And he's just kind of like flipping through, swiping on the magical screen, so to speak. And you can see a few. Go ahead and roll perception.
Hey, I got 24.
24.
Of my own volition.
Absolutely. So, as you are looking over the shoulder of this man flipping through different images and bounties, you'll see a big sign overhead that says, there's a big overhead sign saying Fellowship of the Wandering Golem, which if you roll intelligence...
15.
15 with intelligence, you actually recall that in the very first episode, those three guys who were trying to go through the cave, that was the fellowship they belonged to, and they were hunting for the Scaly Terror. And as you
Hope they found him.
As you watch and see this man flip through miscellaneous pages of bounties and rewards posted by it, you see one that is just a giant question mark for what the face would be. It just says "Wanted," the Scaly Terror, giant question mark, and at the bottom it says 400 gold, dead or alive, and then 10 gold for any information leading to the Scaly Terror.
On the tablet?
Yeah, this is on the tablet. Yeah.
My goodness.
And then-
Grumble is really frustrated at how much trouble this guy is causing. This is really becoming a problem in his world. This stupid terror guy. We gotta find him.
Is that what you say, like, out loud to?
Yeah, we gotta find this guy. I don't understand.
As you say that, the guy turns around. He's just like, "Oh, sorry. I didn't know you wanted to use the tablet. Sorry,
I'm okay. Who is this? What is this?
There's no picture of him, but I hear the Scaly Terror is a very terrifying figure. Well, I guess that would be implied in the name. And
Maybe it's like a red herring.
Turtle then interrupts. It's like, is a red herring like a fish?
No, you'd think that, wouldn't you? Because normally it is a fish, but a red herring is actually a literary term that I'm blanking on right now, actually. But usually it's like a MacGuffin. It's misleading. It's like, if the title of a book is Mr. Waffles Gets a Hat, then it's actually, maybe he doesn't get a hat. Maybe it's just like a misleading misdirection, right?
What's a literary
Hey,
device?
it's also a Dead by Daylight perk.
That's so interesting. The more you learn, kids.
Turtle just kind of stared blankly at you in an entire speech, and it was just like, so that's a no?
Correct! Point of the matter is, that guy has to be stopped. We gotta find him.
What is the Scaly Terror? And
That's the problem.
The man at the kiosk who introduces himself is like, introduces himself as Preston. He says, well, there's not much known about him, but, if we figure out anything about him, we can snag some 10 gold really quick.
According to Google, Red Herring is also a legendary void rocket launcher introduced in the Witch Queen expansion in Destiny 2.
I recall that.
Fucking nerd.
I learned more things in this podcast.
Anyway, we now cut to John.
Hello.
John,
Name
what is your
John.
AC?
12?
All right.
Mine is also 12.
You guys both have 12. You will.
Aw, they're twins.
We'll just turn out of bird form.
These will be flat rolls with no modifiers.
All we were doing was flying over the wall.
It's only a 10-foot wall.
Yeah.
But they were firebolts.
So the fireball does aim at John misses.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Well, you're a
And-
condor.
Yes! And one guy who was clearly on his training day accidentally shoots one of his allies.
I love when rat runs are rolled against me for good reasons.
So, anyway, you guys completely just, and I'll just take that, and the way I'm flavoring that in this moment is that you guys are just perfectly, dodging and swerving, multiple volleys of firebolts, and there's just one voice in the goddamn distance that's just shouting, I know who those idiots are, stop firing!
Do they stop firing?
They do stop firing.
Move! Sorry, that was my noise.
That's not a Rosebill sound.
It should be noted that
I'm not a
Yeobald.
I'm a Roseate Spoonbill.
That's right.
Yeah, Carrie, you stupid idiot, not a Rosebill.
God.
Yeobald's eagle looks like a pretty rare condor. We're using an eagle
Thank
stat
you.
block. The condor looks like a regular condor, but it still has that fungal growth on it. So
What
it's
color are you?
he's a gray condor.
It's a
And
gray
he is,
condor.
and I imagine it's like the same
It's like on the side of the face, and whenever he's coughing the entire
There's
time.
just some spores that come loose.
Some feathers fall off too. He looks a little raggedy type stuff.
And Miles just stands there with his arms crossed and he just stares at both of you in the air. He's like, you can come down now.
That's not very condor of you. That's unrelated.
Do you have
I'll go and land next to him. I'll drop wild shape.
I don't have time for this. Is there anything you need from me within the next few minutes?
That's a John question, sir.
Perish.
Perish the thought.
I might, because I have to do this
Look,
damn
it's
duel
you.
with Adrexia.
I want to point out, you are the one who chose to do the duel.
And I...
That would
Damn.
So really, it's your fault. Because you could have just been like, Nah, no duel. So I don't want to hear this. I have to. No, the fuck you don't. You chose to do
She
this.
used her accord with her family to challenge our family. Well, my family. Fuck you guys.
I'm going to try and be a little civil.
Shut up, you old.
Hold on 1 second. You're still a bird. Talking, but still a bird.
Move. Did he just move?
He did. Remember that he didn't like the ecology studies. Remember, he didn't like that part of the studies. He hated like the actual. I love that stuff, but there may have been a way that you could have. Yeah. Dick. Nah, fuck the civil part. Never mind. I try so hard. Where's Mom? I try so hard.
Mom's baking.
I'm gonna go help Mom bake. John, you tell him what's going on. A kiwi, Carol?
John, what do you have news for me within the next few minutes?
Nothing that you probably don't already know.
Well, apparently you guys decided to call Drexia instead of me directly. What was up with that?
Why would I want to talk to you?
I yell for this. It's psychic link.
Psychic link.
That's it. That's all I tell him.
Why would you I told them why would I want to talk to you?
Yeah, I'm not you. We're twins, not the same person.
Look. Oh, I just know that I have to start a very, very fatal combat session with Drexia in just a moment. And here's the thing.
I have Revivify.
Good to know. Here's the thing.
Or my sunglasses.
So far, and this is, I'm going to back out of character and explain that I am metagaming now. So, Miles goes on a long, kind of like tattered speech about how, because of the roles you made in episode 2, you have this place well secured because Miles is running the show and you convinced Miles and your mother to guard this place with everything they could. If he loses, there's a chance that Drexia won't keep that deal upheld and you'll need to like start paying gold again to
Oh, so it sounds like all I gotta do is talk to Andrexia.
Drexia.
Where's she at?
You could talk to Drexia.
Yeah, where's she
and
at?
you see Drexia doing like push-ups and like
I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna walk up to her.
Can I do a roll to see how baking with Mom goes so I don't interrupt him anymore?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
What are you making with Mother?
Ooh, it's not bad actually. 19.
Meanwhile, 19? Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job.
I'll sit back.
Meanwhile, so you have now finally caught up to these two. You walk past a bread stand that has He-Bulb making bread.
What kind of bread are you making?
Apparently pizza dough. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm just
Out of all,
11.
out of all the things you can make,
I know.
Hold on.
out of all the things you can make, you can at least just make some type of biscuit.
Biscuits. My hands are too warm.
But it's so easy to do, and it's so nice.
Who are you talking to in this narrative?
Are you guys near each other?
He just walked past the bread stand.
Yeah, he's walking
That's
past
why I was mimicking out
I'm
the
not
bread stand.
listening,
I
fun
know.
fact.
Drink some more coffee.
Also, you missed the joke opportunity to say you were making a pizza with extra mushrooms.
Ah, damn it.
Slow clap. Kind of slow clap.
So you now could stay at the bread stand and keep talking to Evil about what's going on, or you can approach John and continue helping him with his discussion
Put the
of
lighter down.
resources with Drexia. Or you could ignore both and start making your way towards the guild meetup that you arranged at the town nearby.
You go have fun making whatever the fuck you're doing. I'm gonna go meet up with the guild and figure out what we need to do next.
It's a pizza with extra mushrooms.
So much energy.
Who are you again?
Your mom.
No, that wouldn't make sense logistically speaking. Jimmy, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, sorry. Your mother.
Who?
I am
Cares.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flair. You have officially scared a lot of people. There's a lot of people are just kind of like now coming around you. There's like a small family just like now huddled together in the cold AoE you've created around yourself, saying like, "Sir, please, what do you want?"
Ooga booga.
Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Oh, why am I proficient in intimidation? That's the thing. Oh. I gotta roll my nat 1 of the session.
I like how many
dang.
colors there are.
They're now just more confused than they are scared. They're just like, hey, and then like the father figure, like the parents of the family group, they kind of approach you. So it's like, hey, buddy, do you need help? What's up with that? What's up with that weird thing on your hand?
Oh, you mean this thing? I straight up throat punch him.
Oh my god!
Go ahead and roll and attack.
I asked the question.
7.
He manages to backstep and dodge the attack. Right as you're going, it's just like, okay, I don't think this is the guy we want to mess with. Maybe we should. And then he holds over. It's like, maybe we should tell. Go ahead and roll perception.
16.
With a 16, you overhear him say something like, hey, we should probably go get like a guard or something. Like maybe like aren't those like Fellowship of the Wandering Golem guys nearby? Maybe they have some muscle to like protect us.
If you call the guards, I will eat you.
Go ahead and roll intimidation again.
I have not had breakfast yet.
No, Brecky.
Flair eating
No
Snickers.
friends.
19.
19, they are very much well intended. You have an evil radiating aura coming from you as you make that statement about breakfast. And they start running off in a direction away from both the congregation of people and the your AoE of cold. And they start just like, getting their stuff together and just leaving immediately. Meanwhile, Grumble.
Hi.
As you are at the kiosk and are staying there making your observations about the scaly
This is
terror.
ridiculous! Why is no one stopped this fiend?
As you discuss this with Tortle, who is totally listening to you,
You're doing great, buddy.
you feel a sudden shift in cold. And go ahead and roll perception.
Oh god, it's a 7.
It's a 7. You're just totally oblivious to Flair's presence
And
nearby.
furthermore, I think this shouldn't even be an issue. I've heard about him how many times in the past 2 moon cycles? There's no reason for this. We should be keeping our forest safe, don't you agree?
Total just kind of looks at you blankly. Like,
Excellent, I agree also. And there's a guy at the kiosk, right?
yeah, there's a guy in the kiosk.
And
His name's
sir,
Preston.
how long has this sign been up here? How long have you had this kiosk set up for this terror?
A goblin with goggles appears behind the kiosk. Like, oh, this is one of my more recent inventions. Hello, I am Zig the goblin.
I'm Grumble. This is Turtle.
Did you just make a noise as your name?
Did you just make an action as your name?
Fair enough.
Strafe, zig, same thing.
I don't like it here.
You're what I do when I run from a bear.
You forgot.
Why
to
would you
say
run
hi.
from bears?
They feel good with themselves. If I were a bear and I had some schmo like myself who just live in the forest, I would want to feel good with myself. And me,
If I was a bear, would
Making
I
a
shit in
bear.
the woods?
if I were a bear, I wouldn't ask you.
Just one random NPC
Listen.
walking past.
The rules are if you see a bear, you gotta run a zigzag or a strafe to be fair to your name. So I figure if I see a bear, like, yeah, I'm bigger, but also it's their time to be a bear, not my time to be a grumble. So I thought I would just, follow the rules.
Excellent.
Common courtesy. I was raised with manners for male and for bears. But furthermore, what's the story on this terror? What do you know?
The Scaly Terror. The Fellowship of the Wandering Golem just commissioned me and gave me a bunch of bounty flyers that I turned into this thing. Personally, I don't know much information about it, but if I had to pick a guess, and he's gonna roll intelligence,
I'm so mad that
Zigzag
Grumble's
20
voice changes like every
Jesus
Right, he's
episode.
an artificer.
and he rolled a nat 20. Anyway, he immediately goes like, if I had to take a guess, and he just kind of contemplates a little bit. Yeah, I'll keep it to myself. Go ahead and roll charisma.
Slay.
Yeah.
Slay your enemy.
Slay your enemies.
12.
12? All right, with a 12, he types in something into the kiosk, and he's just like, and then the kiosk dispenses 10 gold into his hand, and then he's just like, I wouldn't go that direction if you were you. And he just points at the direction you came from.
Well, why not?
Oh, someone just made a report saying that you're kind of a bad guy.
Tortle, what happened?
Excellent question.
Who are you talking to? Because Tortle, I've done nothing. What did you do?
Oh, I don't know. Tortle? What? And then he starts taking out like
companion,
he puts his goggles back on and he starts heavily investigating Tortle himself. He like pats him down and it's just like, hello there. Aren't you an interesting specimen of Warforged? Organic material as opposed to steel. You must be based on a soul coin.
Yeah, he's vegan. It's fine.
Interesting. He eats?
Turtle, do you eat?
Not that I know of.
He doesn't eat.
So you have a spectrum of coin quality that determines whether or not the soul trapped within the coin, which, by the way, ghosts are real and souls are a thing.
Uh-oh, John.
Anyway, he starts on a long rant about how near the end of one's life cycle or their death, assuming you have the magical craft for it, you can imbue a soul within an object. And the object ranges anywhere from simple brass to complicated metals like platinum if you are more of the evil persuasion. But the way you can actually access and be able to, in a sense, revive the coin soul is through a material host. Now, normally, organic material, when in possession of a platinum soul coin, is instantly possessed. However, a bronze soul coin, which usually represents a positive good soul, can take control depending on if they are powerful. If in their living life they were a powerful being, they could even say become a Warforged. And he pokes around a bit. And the more organic the host, which a tree is very organic, the more powerful that pure soul must have been. Of course, a Warforged, and he just keeps patting around, circling down, taking like examinations of Tortle. He's like, this is incredible. Whoever's this must be a purely amazing, powerful being. It's just, who are you? And then he,
This is Tortle.
Tortle.
We haven't discussed this.
Tortle, tell me, do you have the memory of a goldfish? And Tortle goes like, yes, I've heard of those. That didn't answer my question, Tortle.
I can answer. He does.
He does? Okay.
It's very endearing.
Incredible.
Remember, the goldfish is actually a metaphor in the Four Master tropes that we're learning about from Carol's point of view. Four Master tropes.
Nerd.
It can be metonymy, synecdoche, metaphor, irony. And in this case, of a goldfish, Grumble knows is a metaphor.
Grumble doesn't know shit.
A goldfish. But if you watch...
Grumble doesn't know that he's the scaly terror. You really think
you would know for a fact that goldfish memories are actually longer than we think they are. Because goldfish, you retain
they're
some
4
information.
seconds.
That's longer, not shorter.
5 seconds.
Longer.
6
In a
seconds.
series of tests, goldfish, shut up.
Goldfish is
actually
3 seconds,
retained
so
a
5
lot
seconds
They
is
retained
longer.
former information when asked to achieve puzzle tests. Goldfish were retained minutes.
Counter argument. Goldfish can't talk, so how do we know?
Counter argument, go fuck yourself.
Ooh, touche.
I'm staying in.
Making it happen. Mel Foster. Not sponsored.
The more powerful and pure, in terms of combat proficiency, the soul is, the more incompatible it would be with various functions of a Warforged. This being is very fascinating to me. And it must be, what is this? There's a bit of a handle here at your spine. What's up with that?
Oh, maybe don't. Maybe don't.
John Miles turns to you and says, look. We can discuss this further in a little bit. I have to find out if I can actually still maintain my position as the Archmage first.
Cool. I'm gonna go talk to her and see if she'll. I'm just gonna go talk to her. I'm not gonna tell you what the fuck I want, because why would I?
Why would you tell me what you want?
Why would you tell a guy?
You approach a Drexia who is just like in like very much a like warmed up workout routine. She's like, all right, cool. I've got like 5 minutes. What you need?
I need to know if you will keep the amount, if you win, which I have good faith in you that you'll win.
So do I.
If you win, when you win, will you keep the amount of security there is around this place? Because that's very important.
Well, that's definitely on my to-do list of priorities. But here's the thing: there's actually a really big problem we're encountering right now. Do you remember how there was this like weird, crazy army that appeared?
Yeah.
We had no idea where they went. But here's the kicker:
I might know someone who might know where they went.
We now cut to we then cut to Debussy. As you are marching along outside of the town, now that you are isolated away from other people, a strange portal swirls and appears before you.
I'm sick of your shit. Leave.
And as he roll intimidation.
Such an anime protagonist.
I got a 10.
You got a 10? He's just like, well then, I'm sorry if I'm a bit rude. Allow me to introduce myself. I am...
Shut off.
Oh.
Spike Churro. Pleasure to meet you.
You're a churro?
Oh, well, I am of the Churro
The fuck off
then. Go ahead, roll intimidation.
God damn it. Shit.
I just what'd you get? He starts circling around you. You currently got a lot of fight in you for a rank 2.
Where's Jimmy when I need him?
You can tell that when he says rank 2, his voice goes down dramatically.
Jimmy,
No,
as
you
if
don't. Jimmy's got a -2 to charisma.
Jimmy, can
I
you
wouldn't
handle
know that.
Jimmy, can you handle Spike Churro, please? I don't want to deal with this motherfucker. I'll give you
What's in it for Jimmy?
10.
Double or nothing.
Fine.
Yes!
What am I doing?
I think Jimmy's dying.
Wait, hold on. Jimmy doesn't know if he agreed to 20 gold or no gold, though. Because he said double or nothing, and all he said was yes.
Oh, wait!
So, I think Jimmy just agreed to no gold.
The pussy should sell cars. Oh, man.
Well, go deal Spike Churro then.
Hell yeah.
Yebo,
I'm making bread.
you're making bread.
That's it.
Just gonna keep making bread.
Unless you want to have the dad walk over for some reason. I'm
I
just,
got a good joke for you. But it'll be a
Fitz
great
is
one.
like, okay, can you watch the stand for just like a little bit longer? I gotta go help your father. I'm going to give him.
I want it to be known. I did. I forgot the voice I do. I did try to be civil. He just says these things, and I just can't come finish through with it.
It takes a lot of
It
patience.
does, and I'm out of practice.
And that's
I
understandable.
was never in practice, if we're being perfectly honest.
No, I don't think anyone ever is. Not
Yeah.
to deal with him.
You know, I take John's side a lot today, but he isn't making it easier either.
We now cut to Miles and Adrexia starting to stand in like a circle that now is a council, if you will, of druids who like project kind of an arena for them to do combat in.
Hey, Yibble.
Hmm?
How upset would you be if Dad died?
I got Revivify, Animate Dead, many different ways to bring him back, both
He's
better
still
or worse.
rolling dough.
That didn't answer my
Now
question.
he's tossing
Yes,
dough.
did.
You said
I'm
you could
indifferent.
bring him back.
Better or worse.
Uh-huh. You could bring him back, whether or worse?
Well, it's conflicting. There's the emotional side where it's like, oh no, my dad is a dick, but I still love him because parental bonds. But there's also the
know what you should
exploratory
do?
side.
You know what you should
Let me finish.
turn around. You can build bread while facing the other way.
What?
Sorry, make bread
No.
while facing the
Why
other
did
way.
you
I said
face in a
build.
different direction?
Build a
Because then you don't have to see what
Oh,
happens.
I don't care if he actually dies. Like,
Yeah, that's what
it's
I
the
meant.
consequence of him dying. If I watch him die, it's gonna be fine. I can bring him back, but I can also experiment on his body.
You
Resounding.
Powerful
silence.
archmage brought back by my own mushroom shroom-based
listen
magic
to me.
has a
Listen
lot
to
of
me.
potential.
Listen to me. You don't care if he dies. A nat 20 for 21 persuasion.
Would you like to try to resist it, or you just want to like roll with it?
I'll roll. I'm gonna try resistance. See what happens.
Flair. So you have successfully scared off more and more people, and you actually see in the distance, you see Grumble and a few people having a conversation. You can choose to approach them, or you can choose to like keep traveling in a different direction.
If I walk close, do I just hear a conversation about goldfish?
Yeah, when you walk, if you roll perception,
Got 19.
But at 19, you pretty much overheard the entire conversation that they had last turn. You know, you hear him rambling about that entire thing about soul coins and like how they work and like what their functions can be. What would you like to do at this moment?
I'd like to look for some cloth, rip the cloth off, and cover the soul coin.
Oh, absolutely. You take like a parchment of like your own like clothing, and you wrap up the coin very well, and it's very well cobbled together to hide the details of the coin and the searing like imprint that leaves. Anything else you'd like to do?
I will approach them.
You will approach them. Grumble.
Oh.
As you continue having this conversation with Zigzag and Turtle, as they're discussing soul coins, their nuances, and how like there's a strange handle like in the spine of so the last note where he left off was like there's a strange handle here in the spine. It's not wooden like the rest of him. It's flesh. It's very it's metal. It's some sort of I don't know.
Hell
It's
yeah,
for, like,
it's metal.
Easy translation. You know, like how like cats have a scruff. It's
Yeah.
like a little purse. Just,
Yeah, he's got a nice
Luggage.
convenient handle here.
Turtle, you
That's
like
true.
luggage. Good job.
Is he a nutcracker?
Oh, true. It's like a door handle or like a lever.
It's more like some sort of grip, lever-like grip. Yeah.
Like a oh shit handle.
A what?
The oh shit handle in the car. Oh shit.
Oh.
Something. It's
the
similar to that.
handle most people grab when they're driving with me.
You have like
Yeah.
authentic battle action?
Moment of right.
You can go ahead and try to see if it does.
Like totally. If I move this, will your arms like move?
Well, it's Lightyear with authentic karate chop.
Exactly. You were listening.
You can try.
Yeah, I
I'm
tend
gonna
to
go
listen.
for it.
As you lift up and grab the handle, you just lift him directly up in the air and put him in air jail.
Lightage!
Oh,
Welcome to air jail.
am I flying? Hooray!
Yeah, he was trying to fly last episode.
Can I just like a little flag just moving around in the air?
he like starts flapping his arms like they're wings.
This
Yeah.
is going well.
I'm so mad that Grumble's voice changes every episode.
That's kind of fun.
I cannot keep up with this. This is
As Zigzag, who is like now on the ground just looking up, is just like, what is that handle for?
Do you want to like climb up onto his hand so you can be the tallest one in the area?
It's tempting.
get up here. Come on.
Oh no.
Uppies?
Get uppies.
I will just straight up claw that handle. Just straight up death grip it.
Death grip the thing on Turtle.
Yep.
You'll have to do like an opposing check again because currently Grumble, who I imagine is not just going to take that. Like,
That's my turtle. Thank you. It's my new friend.
absolutely. So this will be your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Got another 19.
It's a 9.
Sam, you swiftly like climb up and like parkour on the shell of Grumble, and you go over and immediately snatch out of his hand while he's distracted the grip of Turtle, and now you have an opportunity. What would you like to do?
I will just straight up like put my feet on Toro and just pull.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me like a strength check.
What are you doing?
That one.
That one, it doesn't budge. In fact, Turtle just lands on his feet, and then he just kind of like stands there as you just like keep struggling to like pull him up off the ground now that he's like firmly planted. And he goes like, "What's this? I can't fly anymore? Oh man. Hello. Hey, it's you."
Can I put Sam back in air jail?
Yes.
Getting lucky with rolls.
14.
14. What'd you roll on
I'm not
acrobatics
playing
then?
Why the fuck am I being touched?
You were bad. Air jail.
Yeah. Gumble's trying to put you in air.
You didn't get consent. Consent is important.
He
No, it's
snatched.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
He didn't ask Turtle, so he's going into gentle air jail.
Is Grumble technically considered a beast?
No, he's a humanoid.
In the streets, absolutely.
And in the sheets. Oh.
Grumble fucks.
If Grumble even knows what fucking is, I imagine he'd be quite good at it.
I don't know. He's kind of clumsy.
Grumble, make a wisdom save.
Yeah, you gotta make wisdom save.
Oh,
He's doing something to you.
Maybe change dice, Carol. Maybe 13?
It was a 15. I'm gonna cause fear.
Able to save whatever.
Damn it!
You're gonna cause fear on Grumble?
Yep.
You feel a deep chill run down your spine as you try to reach towards Flare. And as you run through this, your visual is like distorted, and you see what you perceive to be the spiny terror.
Wow!
You don't know.
Can I swing?
You can.
Can I swing for it? Education.
Sam, is the 27 hit?
Maybe.
19.
19 damage on a 27 to hit.
You scared him. I'm gonna swing again.
Roll the
Maul.
advantage.
Got one good boy.
You got a 5 plus your 9.
14.
Miss.
One hit, one miss, and then failure on the save.
I got it too.
Excellent. Anyway.
I'm a winner.
So, Grumble, in a sheer panic, you deliver a mighty blow to Flare, and then when you panic swing again, you miss, and just kind of like smack the ground down hard, leaving us a crater. And Flare, as you like move out the way of the second blow, you have the opportunity to take another turn.
Okay, I passed my concentration check.
Debussy, you and Jimmy are still
I have a
talking.
joke for you.
What is the joke?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting. Fuck.
Cow. It's interrupting cow.
Nope. Wrong.
Because interrupting. Fuck.
Interrupting. Fuck.
Interrupting Roseate Spoonbill.
Interrupting. He just go ahead and roll.
What the fuck is my charisma?
So you can either do charisma or
What'd you say?
you can either
If
do
it's performance, you have a +1. If it's any other charisma stat, you have a -2.
so you can either do performance,
I would do
intimidation,
performance.
or yeah, all right, go for performance.
You have a +1 to this.
Interrupting. Did you have to Google what I was
I was
talking
thinking of
about?
the bird.
Yeah, I know.
We get
Because I kept saying moo.
I kept trying to call it a Rosebill. I got 10.
you got 10. With a 10, Spectro just kind of gives a light smile, and he's like, "You know what? I
like the cut of your jib."
Could you imagine if Spike Churro gets the deal he finally wants because of fucking Jimmy?
He's gonna wiggle his googly eyes.
Could you imagine if the deal? Could you imagine if the deal he wants is with Jimmy?
Be like, ta-da!
Just to clarify to everyone,
He just brushes gently past the pussy and goes like, "Go away. I don't think we're knowing you anymore. Now, you, my peculiarly funny.
Be in contact.
And he leaves. Puppet off stage.
Go
Stage
ahead and
left.
roll stealth with your +11 bullets."
again, your fault.
I know. Spectro's gonna roll.
Yeah, that's a 19.
Can you beat a 30?
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's great. The dice he's rolling ones on, I bought him them.
Yes, I specifically for James's according
He
to
wants
the
a piss
contract.
dice?
Nah, I'm good. Nah. Different side
You
dice.
don't want to test him first.
Out of 1.
So anyway, Spike
only Jimmy
Churro
rolls well.
completely loses track of Jimmy, and Debussy has walked away and he just kind of rubs his eyes like with his brow, and he's just like, "Don't worry, Spike, you got this. You got." And he just moonwalks back into the portal.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a sock puppet.
We now cut to the arena that is hand me the D100 actually,
Oh, god damn it.
R&R.
or I can just use the
Well, I
percentiles.
know
Get the percentile.
More fun to use
No,
the
no,
big
no,
ass
get the
fucking-
percentile.
It is more fun to do this. Anyway, So,
Imagine he rolls a one
here's
on
how we're going to run this down. So I'm going to roll this D100. And what's going to happen here is that I'm just going to assume they have a hit point pool of 100 each. They're going to roll this and just deduce that amount from each of the opposite's health until one of them hits 0. So, Miles will go first. And he takes away 38 health from Adrexia. Adrexia will counterattack Miles. And she rolled a 44. So Adrexia is currently winning the fight.
Coming in.
Miles counterattacks and rolls a 35. Adrexia will now counterattack and roll a 63.
Gone.
Yeah!
Gone. Minus 7.
That's my lady. My fair lady.
Here's the thing. Another little quip about this fight is that this isn't a magic duel. This was the shield and arena that the Council of Druids created nullifies magic within it. So this was a raw fist fight.
So I couldn't cast Revivify on my dad, he's just dead.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to roll a d20. So what's going to happen now is that Adrexia is going to determine whether or not she wants to
kill him or just
mercy. Yeah.
Mercy him.
So this is how Gladiator fights it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I played Assassin's Creed.
So she is going to roll this, and what's going to happen is that if I roll even, it's mercy. If it's odd, she kills him.
Oh boy.
Miles lives to suck another day.
Nar.
Nar.
But he lost the duel.
But he lost the duel and thus his position as Archdruid.
Wow, damn. I don't get to bring him back to life.
I can fix that.
No. Wouldn't be legal anymore.
The arena dissipates and Adrexia is crowned as the new Archdruid. She wipes some blood off her face from when Miles gave her a mean one earlier. And
I like to imagine that Yibble has run out and he's like, God damn it. He's sitting there doing some gesture pressure, like, wake up, you dumbass old man. Come on. Because no one else is coming out.
I am looking for a solid wall to paint a door on, because that's the whole reason we fucking came here.
Absolutely. And Adrexia, knowing that, is just like, all right, come on, follow me. And she goes to this area where there is like a captivity center. And she's just like, okay, first decree is Archdruid, free these people. And then she's just like, okay, so here's the thing. And I was trying to explain this earlier. I got a really quick question. As she's just like wiping off amounts of hers and Miles' blood off her. All right, here's my question. How's your guys' memory?
What'd you say?
Correct.
About average.
Do you recall coming to the festival?
I recall coming, yes.
And the events of the
Ignore him.
festival beforehand. Like, do you recall?
Vaguely.
Yes. So we have a large, uncomfortable amount of people that suspiciously adds up to the same number of people that were in the Goblin Army who had no recollection of coming to the festival. So Miles imprisoned all of them here. He rounded up as much as we could and then isolated the area so that we could keep track of who comes in and comes out.
He is kind of a act first, not ask for forgiveness later.
He has been starving these people. He has been denying them resources, medical attention, anything. He has been outright denying them basic living rights. And I, as now the Archdruid, decree that we should treat and help these people. However, we still need to keep the area isolated and locked down until we figure out what's going on.
So we need to move them somewhere to treat them, but also keep it locked down.
And right here, past all of them as like they are all kind of being rounded together to receive meals and receive aid from other druids of the council and like miscellaneous members of the community. She's just like, and we've got this thing, and it's just a nice big empty wall in the center of town where like anyone can see and guard it.
Fantastic. This is the spot. And I start painting a door.
Absolutely. You paint a door and it sits there and does nothing until you
paint another door.
You paint another door somewhere else.
I'm delivering bread to the people.
You are just starting.
We bring
now
you
Andrexia.
bread.
Andrexia. Listen, I do not want to
She
hear.
does this thing where she like puts her thumb on her nose and then just like shoots out a mile of blood. Like
I do not want to hear little like crying wolf calls. All right, I only want to know if I need to show up if like the town is burning down.
Why would the town burn down? Do you know something?
This is just like no, it's not literal. It's metaphorical.
Okay.
Because I can only come here with a door once. And if I'm super far away, I'm going to be really pissed off when I show up.
All right,
if nothing really important is happening.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. Now that we've got more mouths to feed, because part of Miles' justification for locking these guys up was that anyone who's like an original base member of the community could receive...
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How does this magical door work? Like, I know how it works, but like when I paint it, can people just get rid of it? But like if I leave...
Like, in the meantime, if we leave, can someone just destroy the painting? And we
can someone destroy the painting of the door?
Yes, they could, and that's why we're going to.
That's why I was asking, because I was like, if no one can fuck with the painting, there's no need to guard this door.
Right.
But if they can, then yes.
Yes, if the other side of the painting can be disrupted, then you have been denied your access, basically. And she goes on to talk about how, like, okay, cool. Well, here's the thing. We have enough resources to last a lot of us, but we can't do the entire community. Could you donate some gold to, like, help us take care of the refugees, so to speak?
How much do you need?
Probably just, like, a month worth of gold. So 30 gold would do us.
While I'm delivering food to the hungry people, John receives a light smack the side of his head as a cap coin purse hits him. Non-damaging, not gonna roll.
Yeah, I hand over 30 gold.
Absolutely. We now cut to Debussy as you make this exchange. Debussy, you are now traveling through. Jimmy may or may not be stalking you. Up to Jimmy. You are now traveling through the woods towards the kind of like abandoned, almost Western-esque city. You know, there's like saloons and shit that have been abandoned, and there's just simply reads. Well, go ahead and roll perception.
23.
With 23, you see a variety of like posted signs everywhere warning that this is a dangerous zone to be in and that it is very much haunted.
And you should take this.
And with that 23, you also see in a saloon window Jimmy
Oh, no.
in a hat.
And he has angry eyebrows over his googly
He
eyes.
has pipe cleaner angry eyebrows.
Jimmy, I don't know if you can hear me, but you did say,
hear you.
you did,
I can hear you.
you did agree, double or nothing, and I said yeah, and you took it upon, so that's on
He's
you.
drinking chocolate milk.
How can
It is
you
my
drink chocolate
whole
milk? That's what
entire
goes through your body.
subplot to kill Jimmy.
How are you talking to him? He can't hear you. He's
Slurping very loudly.
You've had some issues.
Howdy, partner.
Oh, great.
We now cut to Flair.
the dumbest bit ever.
Flair, you are now in combat with Grumble. Would you like to disengage, or do you have other ideas?
I'm gonna keep holding on, but I'm gonna sigh and call out Spike Churro.
Jesus. We call that a derailing.
Well then. well. How may I assist you? And like time sort of like starts distorting a little bit. Do we have a deal about your coin now?
I found a better coin on this person that I'm holding onto.
A coin?
Do not sell Tortle!
And he starts investigating Tortle a little bit. He's just like, oh, this is a bronze coin? Chump change. Sir, come back when you have a real offer. What would you even want for a bronze?
This guy dead, person that it's hosting.
who could you even be talking about? And then he turns and looks at Grumble, the guy that scared the shit out of him earlier. And he's just like, no, that's a bit. A bronze coin is not worth the pay grade of taking that guy on. There's just a deep, empty, like 1,000-yard gaze in Spike Churro's eyes as he looks and realizes it's the character from that like was about to bonk the shit out of him when approached for the deal. And he's like, yeah, that sorry, buddy. For a bronze, I could get you like 30 gold.
We'll see this happening.
Isn't he like kind of like the story?
Time is kind of like slowed down.
Okay, so he's still like roaring. He's like mid-attack yell.
Well, I'll take 25 gold just because I like you.
25 gold for a bronze. All right, buddy.
You just lost money.
I don't care. I like this guy.
A twittering bird comes by.
As time starts to move again, and you're like in a full downward swing, Tortle and Spike Churro vanish. And well, here's the thing: Tortle's body stays behind. It's just the coin that was within Tortle that disappears. And in its place on top of Tortle's head as he collapsed to the ground is just a small coin purse with 25 gold.
Jesus.
No!
I quickly grab it. Try and selfie.
And then you just run off? Or
Am I still raging?
Yeah, but you can't follow him if he runs away because you're frightened of him.
Fuck!
I will, like I played the victim.
You play the victim?
Yep.
Do you like just stay in the same spot?
Yes, I will sit on dead Tortle.
Go ahead and roll deception and then say whatever you like.
Got an 18, and I say, well, I'm a tax collector when it comes to soul coins. And this guy's just overstaying his dues.
So you'll have to roll insight against that.
Your explanation for why Tortle's dead is that he didn't pay his taxes.
I'm just saying the IRS is what got Al Capone.
Adding syphilis on your brain.
Man, they're everywhere. 15.
15? So unfortunately, you do believe him.
The economy's rough these days, but it seems awfully harsh.
I'm still afraid of him, though.
You're still afraid of him, yeah.
So I mumble that.
Is it the end of your turn?
Can I roll to be unafraid?
You can, if you want to
It's
end
at
your
the
turn.
end of your- yeah, it's
you
at the
get
end
a
of your
full
turn.
turn, and at the end.
Yeah, it's ending. I'm not going to attack him
Yeah, go
anymore
ahead and roll
because
for the
he's the
save.
IRS now. 20.
20, yeah.
Where was that rolling go?
You now break
Damn it.
free of your fear of Flare, and
I'm just going to glare at Sam.
Your rage is dropped because you chose not to attack. You know, and Mark
and you didn't
keeps
take
the
damage.
rage.
So you use a rage, and that's over. John, you would like, you have now accomplished your side quest to place a, return point for...
Great, fantastic.
What would you like to do now?
We're gonna go to the fucking, in quotes over here, the haunted place.
You now start making your way...
Oh, we have to find the bussy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bob, have you seen him around?
No, I was busy resuscitating Dad, baking bread, and giving it out to poor people.
You know what I just realized? I never said I'm no longer a bird.
You can stay as a Roseate Spoonbill for 5 hours.
It's definitely been not 5 hours.
I'd like to get a bird's eye view, if you will, and see if I can find the pussy.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll perception. With advantage, because bird's eye.
Dirty 20.
Group myself with him.
Dirty 20? Well, the
It's
dirty
easier.
20, you definitely see Debussy arguing to nobody about being silly and
Oh my
whatnot.
god, is Jimmy not real and we each have a group hallucination?
Hey,
I fly down, and I'm like, Debussy!
Funny.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
Until next time, mortals.
Stay here.
Who, me or
you?
Okay.
Well, until now, mortals.
And then I'm gonna fly back to Gibbold and be like, all right, I found him. He's over here.
Still shaping bread on
There's
screen.
a lot of poor people.
I eat some bread.
A lot of
as a
eyes
bird.
watching you right now.
You just kind of
Those aren't pasteurized eggs.
I'm a bird. It doesn't matter.
Do we pasteurize eggs in fantasy world?
I don't know.
We have a Roseate Spoonbill who says moo, Carol.
That's not pasteurized eggs. That's
No,
not
I'm
dairy
saying
products.
this belief is okay.
All right.
He's over here.
I will
So Yibo, you can now
briskly walk to where he said he was because I'm not turning back into a bird. Because I only
Follow me.
Absolutely. So, as you both start traveling towards to meet up with Debussy, and potentially Jimmy, we now cut
This
back.
town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Okay, can you like not say that? You're
Do I hear that?
not even
That's a bird?
thing.
You're
just a song. Can you beat a 30 on stealth?
I'm more of a man than you'll ever be.
Are you? Like, what are you? Are you a dirty sock
Can
or
we
a
have
clean sock?
standoff? I'm like a basic bitch. White sock with the red stripe on the ankle.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm a
I can't be
mid-calf
the 30 on
sock.
stealth. However,
He's
Jimmy
got
speaking
what
out
is that,
loud
like,
should immediately get rid of stealth.
3/4 inch diameter googly eyes with black pipe cleaners at about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch thick and a wiggle.
All right.
He has a little mustache drawn in permanent marker. And he's just a little sock guy. He's
Well,
just.
so wait. What did that get you high off of that?
No, he's a sock puppet.
It's a mustache, not a nose.
Flair, you have now tricked Grumble into thinking that you are a soul coin tax collector of some kind. You currently have gained 25 gold, and you are just like in the middle of this town by a kiosk. And you're also, everything is really cold because you dispelled magic around you to not have the heat effect going on.
I get up and then walk away.
You walk away.
Till the very next
We were
day.
buddies.
All right, as you walk away, and just kind of go ahead and roll stealth to see if you can like blend into the crowd in like a weird, mysterious fashion.
15.
15. Rumble.
I'm following him if I
Roll
can.
the 27th though.
Here's the thing.
Mhm.
I would like you to roll perception.
All right. 21.
21.
Yeah.
The thing that was preventing the handle on Tortle was the coin. So now the handle is loose.
Oh.
I don't
And
want to desecrate Tortle's corpse. But I will for the bit.
absolutely. So you go for the handle, right?
Yeah.
And you pull it.
Yeah.
And with the 21 on perception, you pull out a sword.
I got a sword.
You got a sword. A very
How
good
long
sword.
is the sword? Like, I'm tall.
It's a great sword.
It's a great sword.
Excellent. What does that mean?
It means it's like a 3 or 4 foot long sword.
He will get you the
Excellent.
stat block on the sword later. He has it.
Slay.
Grumble, as you retrieve
More
the sword, you lose track of Flair in the crowd, but you now have a memento of your friend as a weapon.
Can I change his name to Tortle?
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah.
The name of the sword. Fuck you.
The name
Name is Tortle.
That's fine.
The name of the sword is now Tortle, and it has an embedded print of where the coin would have been in the handle. So, in order to find out the sword's abilities, tune in next time on Dice in Danger. It's more like next time on Dice in Danger, find out what that sword does.
And find out if ghosts are real. I was told we would find out this time, but apparently
the audience
we didn't.
learned. The audience. To be fair, the audience learned ghosts are real.
No, they really got to get the group all together. So we're not meanwhile like every 15 seconds.
So sad about Tortle.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dice and Danger. Please subscribe, like, heart, follow, comment, share, or do anything you'd like to help us out. Algorithms love that sort of shit, and it helps us a lot while costing you absolutely nothing. The next episode will be released in 2 weeks. This show stars myself, Zach Laurel, as John or Emrys, James Sheese as Yibold, Carol Sheesh as Grumble, Sean Dennis as Debussy, Sam Versher as Flair/Jarkov, and Alejandro Solis as the Dungeon Master. Our logo was designed by Jim Sheese. Our outro and theme is Coera, fuck if I said that correct, by Andre Bilta. Additional editing and music was done by Reese Branch and Alejandro Solis of Midnight Fires. Did you enjoy the Question of the Day segment? Do you have any ideas for questions or character names? Did you want to download our original soundtrack? Good news, if you like the show and want to help us grow, consider joining our Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you can submit questions for the intro segment, along with character names, location names, and homebrew ideas for items and mechanics that we use in the game, all while gaining access to bonus content, like uncut episodes of Zero ads and soundtrack downloads. We currently have a single $1 price tier, but you can get in early and help us reach our stretch goal to unlock a Patreon-exclusive one-shot, where the cast plays a small story set in the Star Wars universe using the official role-playing system for Star Wars called Edge of the Empire.
We now cut to John.
Yeah?
John.
I was waiting for you to explain more. I was waiting for more to be said.
John, Miles turns to you and says, look. John, you have succeeded.
You keep saying my name and then just saying nothing. I expect there to be more every single time.
I just want to make sure I have your attention first.
Who's the fool? The fool or the fool who follows him? God damn it, I fucked it up.
So, John.
You're the fool.
Yeah, agreed.
I drew that card. It's
Get his
great.
ass.
So, John,